guys, Max18363 here, and this is part 17 of the F.E.A.R saga. So yeah, we're still on the rooftops of Armacam dealing with ATC security forces on the previous episode, I guess you could call it that. The hostage that we rescued, Aldous Bishop, basically got assassinated by ATC. That's their corpses lying on the ground there. Pretty much just as he got into the helicopter as well, he was targeted by ATC security forces, as Bishop knows, let's just say he knows too much, and there are certain headsheds that want to keep things a secret. If you dealt with the two guards that were here earlier on, then you should be able to collect up their ASP ammo, if you're using that rifle, that is. Otherwise, I guess you can just press on. So just make sure you got everything that you need before you jump over that wall. You can't get back up. So yes, basically the point man has got himself into a bit of a sticky position here. It's unavoidable, that event, there's no way around it. You have to jump over onto that air vent and get sent down here, so there's no way around it. It has to be done. There's also no way around this either. That's going to leave a bit of a mark. But you actually have to do that. You'll see lying and if you head back down there, there's a booster. I can't remember which. I think it's a health booster. Usually just tucked into the left here. Oh no, reflex booster. I apologise. But that has to be done because the resulting explosion fucks up that catwalk straight ahead of us there, allowing us to jump up and proceed, ultimately. You don't get damaged by that, it's kind of more of a cinematic thing than anything else. It's quite dramatic. I suppose in theory you could just toss in a grenade and back off, but you don't take any damage, so I don't know, it's 22 to a dozen really, or 2 to a dozen, whatever the phrase is. So this is kind of one of the quieter spells in the game now. This is kind of more, well, I wouldn't really call it puzzle solving, but it's kind of like exploration, trying to find your way back up to the surface. There's a few minor puzzle elements like turning wheels and switching handles and stuff like that. It's nothing complicated. I guess it was inserted just as a means of breaking up the combat a little bit. That's a nice little break because we've got some pretty heavy firefights coming up in future videos, which I do actually have recorded. I just need to get them uploaded. So yeah, that's kind of part of the problem there. You need to shut off these fiery gas valves, I guess you could say. So you need to find the switch to disable them. It's kind of a shame that there isn't really kind of more puzzle elements. I think most of the babies that play games these days get easily frustrated by any form of complex puzzle. Must confess, I quite miss the good old days of I don't know, like Silent Hill 2 or something like that. Or even some of the earlier Resident Evils, just, you know, some of the puzzles that were involved there. Trying to figure out what the hell you're supposed to be doing next. I think a lot of people get frustrated by it, so a lot of the puzzles in F.E.A.R are lukewarm, shall we say. I've got to say, it's actually not a very well placed kind of spooky moment there, because the first time I climbed up that ladder and I heard and I was like, oh my god, what's happened? And I couldn't actually, I was looking the wrong way, I couldn't actually find that little apparition there. I think that could have been done a little better, to be honest, because it's not really clear what's actually going on there. That little red switch we just saw there, that is our ultimate goal. Switches power back onto the main lift, which lets us get back to the surface. Once you take down a few replicas, of course. I did actually have to edit, not this bit, but a bit that's kind of coming up soon. I did actually have to edit it out, as it took me 2 attempts to do it. Not because I got killed off as such, because I just made a complete boohoo of it, basically. And I felt, well, this is supposed to be a walkthrough, I want to make it look semi-convincing, so I had to edit it out a little bit of the footage. It took me a second attempt before I could really get the strategy right. I am a bit of an obsessive when it comes to things like that. That's the bad boy right there. Great big switch there. That little gate I'm looking at right now, that is completely pointless, because you can still shoot the padlock off it, but you still can't actually open the gate because of the way the crates are positioned, and you can't move them out the road, so pretty pointless that really, so you're forced to climb up this ladder and sort of come round here. There's a couple of ways you can do this, but I like to just sort of get to high ground. Get a trap in place and blow them up. It's actually quite a good little spot on the stairs there, because for some reason he can't actually hit you if you position yourself just right. He can't actually hit you. And you can thump the rounds into him until your heart's contained, but he can't actually get to you. So that's, I don't know if that's a glitch or what, but I know it's kind of cool. So that's how I deal with that heavy usually. And I guess that's pretty much it for this level. You just sort of get in the lift and that's it. So yeah, I guess that's everything, and till the next time, we